Hello everyone, and welcome back to Promethean TV. I'm Daniel Young. It has been a cold start to this semester, but luckily, nothing is better for the cold season than a nice, warm plate of comfort food. To some, food is just a meal. To others, it's history, culture, and community. UW Superior's Black Student Union brought people together for their annual soul food dinner. BSU advisor Ephraim Nkoye, President Oriolu Sofalahan, and co-president Esther Ipe all gave speeches at the dinner. During the month of February, to celebrate Black History Month, the Yellow Jacket Food Pantry will provide culturally relevant items for Black student population. The pantry supplies food for students around campus for free with a valid student ID. The Yellow Jacket Food Pantry is collaborating with the Department of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion to help provide products specific to diverse student needs. The donation boxes on campus will be in the buildings of Old Main, the Yellow Jacket Union, and Swinson Hall. The Gender Equity Resource Center hosted a welcome back dinner that was open to all students. The event was extremely popular as students were able to enjoy food while learning more about the center. If you weren't able to attend the GERC welcome back dinner, be sure to look out for some of their other events for their next social. Human trafficking is a subject that doesn't go unnoticed in the month of January. At UWS, during Human Trafficking Awareness Month, UWS had a tabling event put on by the Human Development Center and Center Against Sexual and Domestic Violence. If looking for more information about human trafficking, visit CASDA.org or hdcnorth.org. A new semester comes, and what better way to help you with the stress of the new semester than Mindful Mondays? The Pruitt Center for Mindfulness and Wellbeing offers around 30-minute meditations every Monday at noon. The sessions were halted last semester due to a lack of interest, but this semester they are adding an additional option to join over Zoom. Also, on Wednesday, the Pruitt Center partnered with Bruni Yoga and Campus Recreation to offer Yoga Wednesday, which participants attend free, either in person or on Zoom. Mindfulness Mondays are held in Swinson, room number 3117, and Yoga Wednesdays are at 8 a.m. on the second floor of the Jim Dan Hill Library. Moving over to sports, on February 5th, UW Superior honored National Girls and Women in Sports Day with a special press conference at the Markovich Wellness Center. Athletes from women's soccer, softball, and tennis joined coaches Allison DeGroot and Melissa Fracker to share their experiences and advice for young women in sports. Women's soccer all-time leading scorer, Nia Wilson, reflected on the growth of women's sports, and both coaches spoke on the importance of leadership and mentorship in athletics. Quote, "I took my passion in sports and turned it into a career, and I think this is a different lens than I've ever looked through before. I think when I think about the future and the opportunities that I have as a woman in sports, I think it's super cool to see the expansion of that. Because if you look back 50 years ago, I'm not in my job position, it's probably not a woman, so I think the way that the sports industry itself is changing is super cool to see, and to be a part of that is awesome. I'm super excited to continue my journey in sports as a woman." End quote. The event also gave students in Tom Hansen's COM 330 class a chance to practice their interview skills while learning from the athletes and coaches. Big wins and record-breaking performances for UWS Athletics men's hockey as they took the Codfish Bowl, won the WIAC regular season, and is top 15 in the nation. Women's hockey dominated the Fondy Pot Invitational and swept Concordia. Men's basketball bounced back from the Radisson Classic with key wins over North Central, Bethany Lutheran, Northland, and Martin Luther. Women's basketball snapped the losing streak with a big win over MSOE and kept rolling, capped by a clutch shot from Elise Bessanen. And on the track, Earl Foster set a school record, while Summer Hassadale and Belle Demaz brought home wins. Spring sports are right around the corner, and that means spring sports are ramping up for another season. The women's tennis team is off to a strong start, taking down McAllister 5-2 and Concordia, Wisconsin 6-1, two teams they've never beaten before. The men's team has faced a tough schedule early, but they're locked in for a strong conference push, aiming for the UMAC title. On deck, Yellow Jacket baseball. After back-to-back 20-win seasons and a tough UMAC championship loss, they're back with a veteran squad ready to make a history. The first pitch is March 1st against Carleton College, and don't forget about Yellow Jacket softball. 3 conference titles in the last 4 years, and they're aiming for another one. Their season starts February 21st with a doubleheader against McAllister and Carleton, before heading south for a spring break trip. High expectations, big goals, and another season of Yellow Jacket success is on the way. Here's a look at the UMAC current standings for men and women's basketball. Now here's a look at WIAC men's and women's hockey standings. For more on these stories and other campus news, head to our website, uws.promethean.com. I'm Daniel Young. Thank you for watching.